everybody, my name is Esther, it's exclusive or no way, period. And I'm back with another banger. And if you're new here, subscribe. Trust me, you're gonna love it here. And if you're not new here, welcome back, my exclusive babes, period. Per. For today's video, of course, we're back with Talks with Essie because you know it's Wednesday. I promised y'all, here it is. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about like, where the video. It's right here. I promised y'all. Boom, it's here. What we're going to talk about today is the effects of an outer child. If you haven't seen my last video, I suggest you stop right now, go back, check it out. I've talked about a lot of good stuff. Yeah, it's more like about journaling, the importance of journaling, why you should journal. I hope y'all journaling. It's important. Y'all journaling? I just wanted to inform a lot of people of like journaling and the importance of it and etc. So if you have not watched that video, put a pause on this video, check it out right now. I don't know which side the cars be hitting. I'm gonna assume the cars be hitting on the right side of me. So the right side, no, this is my left, but I'm pretty sure if y'all watching it, it's gonna be on my y'all right. Right? I don't know, just whatever side it hits, click on it, take your ass over there. Thank you, much love. For today's video, we're going to talk about the effects of an outer child and what happens when you don't necessarily want to change. You want to stay stagnant in your little stage and of not changing and of not wanting to journal and do some shadow work. Check out that video. I'm telling y'all, I told a lie. I said a lot of things. So if you want to know, just go to the last video. Just do it. Okay. I'm just really going to talk about the negatives. So that's the video's title. The negatives of an outer child and not wanting to change and wanting to stay where you are, and the causes and how you affect other people in your life and how you affect yourself as well. And yeah, so we're going to talk about self-sabotage, projection. We're going to talk about mental mentality. So it's going to be a part 1 and then a part 2 because there's definitely more that I kind of want to touch on an outer child and the effects that it has on you and also people that you love, care about, and also don't care about. So yeah, let's get into it. Y'all, should I stand up like this so y'all can see me more, or should I just stay like this? I don't know. Should I put my shoes on? Let me put my shoes on. It didn't really make a difference, did it? Alright, so if you ain't know by now, y'all know I be using my journal. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did last video, where I'm gonna push myself on the side, place my little notes so y'all can also read along with me while I talk about, all the stuff that I need to talk about in today's video. So let's get into it. We're gonna continue talking about the outer child. So the outer child is born of unresolved abandonment, wreaking havoc in your relationships when it acts out on your inner child's primal fear of abandonment. Inner child craves love. Outer child foils this need by chasing the unavailable. And then, the traits of an outer child is impulsive, impatient, self-centered, and demonstrating emotional baggage. Yeah! Outer child is pretty much the person that we are right now, like unevolved. That's pretty much who we are right now, because let's not act like you are evolved. We're trying to get there, but let's not act like you're evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some parts of us that we're unevolved in. Like I said, like inner child, it craves love, it craves validation, all these things, like it's just so innocent and pure. And then your outer child is like your demon child. It's very, mean, super mean. But I personally wanted to talk about like some of the things that I know specifically that a lot of people that I've talked to and myself also have in some areas. Because like it says, the outer child, it kind of chases the unavailable. That's a word. That's a word right there. That's a preaching word right there. for me and for y'all. So yeah. Oh, speaking of, we're gonna talk about attachment styles. I feel like a lot of people don't know what attachment style is and the importance of it. We're gonna talk about that next Wednesday. And yeah, I'm gonna be excited to talk about it because we're trying to be secure in our attachment styles, okay? Because when we become secure in our attachment styles, a lot of things start to flow easier and better in our lives, okay? Okay. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm not in the mood to y'all, so I hope y'all can hear me. We're gonna talk about self-sabotage. So for me, I'm gonna read it, but for me, for me, self-sabotage is a mother. Okay? You know how they said that the outer child kind of like chases the unavailable? Self-sabotage. Like you come across somebody or something that is, you're perfect. And then you're like, you're way too perfect. And then you're like, I don't deserve it. And you're like kind of pushing yourself away, you know, and it's kind of like, damn, you know, that sucks. Inner child, you know, craves that love and that genuine friendship, relationship, partnership, familyship, whatever it is. Your inner child craves that. That's what it wants. But your outer child is like, I've been hurt too many times. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I want to do this. And it's like, dang, you know, it's like, it's very defensive. It's like, if you come across somebody like that, you're like, there's a trick, ain't it? It's like a, what's under it? You know, you ever like get a gift and you're like, unexpectedly, and you're like, thanks. What is it? Open it. I'm not opening it unless you tell me. You know, like that kind of stuff. Like you're very like guard up, like you're on the defense. And it causes a lot of problems. Okay, so we're gonna talk about self-sabotage and the meaning and the signs of self-sabotage. We're just gonna talk about the negative, and then hopefully in day 6 I will give you advice and, you know, give you tips on how to overcome it and all of that. So yeah, I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. You're excited? You better be excited. Self-sabotaging. When we destroy ourselves physically, mentally, or emotionally, or deliberately hindering our own success and well-being by undermining personal goals and values. So, what causes self-sabotaging behavior? Your thinking pattern, fears you may have in intimate relationships, and the tendency to avoid things that are difficult or uncomfortable. Before I get into the signs, I just wanted to say this because I'm in the category. I just recently found out, which I knew all along, but I recently just found out that I actually don't like telling people how I feel when they hurt me in a way. Like, I kind of let it slide a lot. Like sweep it under the rug. It's like my problem, which is also comes a lot with people pleasing. Day 5. You know, I just recently found out that I'm also in the category of self-sabotaging myself, you know, my well-being. I just recently found out that, you know, when somebody hurts me in a way, I kind of like, I take it a jab, but not too personal, because I don't want to have a victim mentality, of course. You know, I don't want to look at life as everything happens to me, like trying to like come out with a knife and it's just attacking me. It's like some things in life, really, like a lot of things in life in particular, it's just more of like what it does for you. It pushes you, changes you for the better. If you want to look at it in that way, if you want to look at it pessimistic, in a negative way, you're gonna have negative outcomes. But if you want to look at the negative effects in a positive way, it's a lot of positive that comes out. So it's like you reap what you sow type of stuff. I'm actually talking in circles. I'm sorry, but I just recently did find out that, so, you know, like I said, y'all not alone. So when I'm trying to give y'all tips and stuff, like, it's not only just for me to just go, wow, it's like back to me. So yeah, but I just recently found out that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all, some of y'all, most of y'all, a few of y'all, whatever, got the same problem as me. But you know, you ever have something that happens in your life where a person in particular that you care about so much in your life, and they do things that is hurtful, and you look at them and you're like, I know that they're going through a lot right now, so I shouldn't probably take it too personal. You find excuses in their behavior. And also you could also like which I'm also doing too, so I'm doing the first and the second, where you're afraid to say anything because you don't want it to come out the wrong way. Or if you did decide to kind of like sprinkle a little thing, they kind of like pick it up and throw it back at you and like, that ain't happened. Like gaslighting, dismissing it. You're like, you know, like it hurts and you're like, damn, like, okay, fine, whatever. Like you're just like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll leave it alone, fine, whatever. Just shut up. I don't want to say nothing no more. and whatever. That's self-sabotage. That's an example. I do it. I'm learning now to stop doing that. That's self-sabotage. So I just want to give you an example and of my life and just an example in general. But we gotta stop doing that. We have to, because if you want to grow and you want to become better and you want to have self-respect, you see how I was talking about like healing, and what is healing? You have to have self-respect for yourself, you know? It's about self-esteem, you know, gaining that. If you want self-respect, you gotta put your foot down. You gotta let people know. And it's kind of like hard to, because we're gonna get into people pleasing, but it's kind of hard to do it because you're like, I don't want to lose this person, you know, I've known this person for years and yada 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 yada, or that's my mom, that's my dad, that's family, you know, like that kind of stuff. And it's just like, well, gives a damn, it's about you. At the end of the day, it's about you. And if they don't make you feel good and you want inner peace, inner and outer peace, you're gonna have to speak up. You're gonna have to say something on your own time, man. I'm saying that to me because I'm debating if should I say something, should I not say something, should I not? But yeah, on your own time, man. You know, if you feel comfortable doing it now. If you feel like I'm gonna just distance myself, you know, slowly just walk away and not say anything, and maybe a couple of months later when I feel confident, I'll probably say something. I would not suggest that because I'm trying not to do that myself right now. I'm like, I think I'm gonna start saying something like today. I'm scared. But you know, don't push it to the side, because the more you push it to the side, the more resentful you become. The more resentful you become towards yourself and the other person. That's not what you want. You just make the situation even more, you're just lighting the fire, you know. The fire is already there, but it's like you're throwing more stuff to make the fire get bigger. So say something now. Just say something now. Okay, Esther, say something now. before the fire just gets bigger than it already is. Okay, all right, let's get into the signs of self-sabotage. I just got personal, I know, but some of this stuff is for me. So yeah, signs of self-sabotage. You prioritize what's comfortable rather than what's healthier. You see how number 1 was for me? Yeah. Number 2, always ready to argue even over things that don't really matter. Number 3, you refuse to seek help. That's for me too. Number 4, you dwell on your mistake. Number 5, also for me. Not setting boundaries. Number 6, fear of failure or success. Number 7, feeling of doubts, guilt, or shame for obtaining something good. But yeah, we're all in this together. I'm learning, you learning, we all learning. You're not alone. Another example of self-sabotage I could say, which I think I've said it already. You ever had something good happen in your life? Like when I say so good, I mean the best of the best has happened in your life. I'm gonna use something personal for me, because like I said, I'd go through a lot of things and it might relate to y'all. For me, I think I told a story time about this where I was like, this person was perfect. Of course he wasn't perfect. At the end, he's a definite red flag. And I'm so happy I got out as soon as I could. I had met a boy, right? I've known this boy for years and whatever. And we just came back in contact. And talking to him, all of that, it felt refreshing. It felt new. It felt good. Super good. Too good. Amazing. And it scared me. It scared me a lot because of, you know, the horrible experiences that I've already had dealing with people. So for me, it was like the things that I had dealt with another person negatively, dealing with him, it was more positive. Like he would actually make time for me. He would call me. He'll be consistent with me. If he's busy, he'll tell me that he's busy. If he's at job, he'll actually call me and still be on the phone with me even while he is working. You know, those kind of things. It felt good. It was like, oh my gosh, yes. And it scared me. It scared me a lot because I was just like, is too good. And because of that, it had me kind of like dwelling on my mistakes and other people's mistakes and the things that's happened to me in the past. So instead of me kind of like receiving the good, I felt guilty. I felt ashamed in a way. I felt scared. I felt extremely doubtful and fearful of what his intentions were. Because I'm so used to people kind of like, they show you the good stuff in the beginning and then for like 2 weeks and then boom, gotcha. You know, that type of stuff. And then next thing you know, they start acting different. So, but him, it was kind of like, it was consistent. And I felt like once those 2 weeks was almost over, I was quick to run off, you know, and I self-sabotaged myself. I'm saying he was not a good person though at the end. So I dodged the bullet, thank you Jesus. But that's just a really great example of like where it actually taught me, you know, wow, like I'm traumatized. Like I'm really scared of like even like trying to accept the good in someone when they're actually genuine, but you think that their intentions aren't, you know. That's self-sabotaging. So I hope you got that. If you notice like, okay, I self-sabotage a lot, get your journal. Get your journal, like right now. Get your journal, whether it's a physical journal or your phone or your tablet, whatever. You start recording, press that record button, and just be like, yo, I self-sabotage. What areas in my life have I self-sabotaged? I just got a really great promotion, but I feel really bad to take it because I don't want to offend my friends and think like, oh, they're gonna start thinking that I'm better than them and I'm suddenly the boss. Like I'm a team leader now, right? And I don't want to tell my co-worker friends what to do because now they're gonna think like I'm better than them, especially after we, you know, talked about how this team leader was not really a great team leader and they think they better than me and da-da-da. So I'm afraid, because even though I have the skills to be a really great team leader, I'm really afraid to do it because I don't want to offend anybody, that kind of stuff. So get your journal, start writing it down and be like, you know what, I self-sabotage and these are the areas that I self-sabotage in. And when you see that, you can work on it and, you know, start seeing eye to eye to it and you just be like, you know what, this gotta stop. Can't continue self-sabotaging. I'm taking this advice from you right now and I'm scared. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to even just say something to anybody who has hurt me in some way. I don't know how they're gonna receive it. It's kind of a scary feeling. It's like I could be embarrassed, I could be ridiculed, I could be punked, whatever. So it's scary, but you have to put you first. Period. You have to put you first. You matter at the end of the day, not them. You know, if they did matter and they realize like, okay, you matter too in their lives, they would not treat you so shitty. So yeah. Let's go on to the next. Next, we're on to projection. Y'all know what a projector look like? Like y'all be in school. What am I saying? Y'all know what a projector look like. Okay, projection. The process of misinterpreting what is inside as coming from outside. Why do people project? You project your innermost feelings and desires onto someone else to justify their thoughts or avoid taking responsibility for them. By attributing an uncomfortable feeling or trait to someone or someone else, they can avoid acknowledging that part of themselves, protecting their self-esteem. All right, so let me think of when it was a time where I projected, so y'all can feel like, okay. Yeah, I can understand what projection is. I can't think of what I've done, but I can think of a lot of what other people have done to me. So I'm not perfect. I know I've made some mistakes. I just can't think of one right now. Example. So yeah, I'll be telling y'all my business. I have one. Once upon a time, we're gonna go back to a boy, right? I received a text message from a boy that I was talking to. And he said my name, right? You know how you get those messages where they just say your name, your anxiety kind of like rises and you're like scared of like what's gonna happen or whatever. I'm just gonna add a little spice to it because this particular situation didn't happen, but the second part did happen. But I'm gonna just say this is a lie right here, but he just said this is a lie right here, this particular line that I'm about to say. Esther, yes, did you cheat on me? Who you talking to right now? Oh, you finna go out? Oh, so you trying to be out with them boys, huh? No, I'm just going out with girls. No, you're going out there so you can be a little HOE. That's what you finna do, ain't you? Okay, that part is a lie. The next one, this is the truth. But the reason why he's saying all of these things, and you're kind of thinking about like, why he's saying all these things to me? Like I'm not even doing nothing. Like, why is that in his head? Oh wow. 2 weeks later, you go on social media and you see him do the exact thing he just accused you of doing. That's the truth, because that actually happened to me. Yeah. That's projection. You know, somebody who is doing something that they know they're guilty of doing and they don't really want to say anything right now and they're afraid and they try to avoid it, but they're trying to like get rid of their little guilty conscience, so they start to spew it out on you. You know what I'm saying? Or another example that's kind of super minor and not too deeply personal, but super minor. You are a thief, right? You be stealing. Oh, you'll be stealing. Like, you good at what you do, friend. And you invite somebody to your house just to chill, but you're paranoid and you start thinking like, they're gonna start stealing from me because you steal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you getting the analogy, I don't know, but you getting it. You get what I'm trying to give you, like, to understand, like, oh, okay, projection. So it's basically like what's going on, like, inside your brain and what you have done yourself, you know, your skeletons in that closet banging on your door like, girl. And now you start thinking like one of the skeletons that's in your closet is literally standing right in front of you, but in another person. So you kind of like project onto them like, you're just like everybody, you're just like everybody else. Although they're really not. You are just like everybody else. You know, like, you're just like everybody else. You just don't want to admit it. So you just try to find some flaws in other people so you can blame it on them and project them. So if you see that you are projecting in some areas in your life and other people have projected, you know, in your life, you can write that down and like really see and, you know, start cutting people off and cutting the stuff that you do off and grow and get better. So y'all starting to understand the negatives of an outer child, and if you don't do anything about it and you just sit there and all these things start to spew out and you start to see how much it affects you because other people are doing it to you, you're starting to like take it in. You're not really saying anything. You're not saying anything. You're like, damn, like, you really are hurting me right now. Like, bro, chill out. And you start writing that down. You're like, oh man, like, you really are sucky, dog. Like, let me tell you about yourself. You sucky. Cut them off. Or just set boundaries. That's super important too. Set boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, cut them off immediately. Just cut off ties immediately. Just cut it all off. Please cut it off. Yeah. If you see that you are projecting or self-sabotaging in your areas of your life, of like certain areas in your life, then you start to make that decision. And I need you to make that decision. Don't just sit on it and be like, well, no, please do it, because you are hurting somebody else. Like, you're hurting yourself and somebody else, especially like people that can come in your life that are meant to be in your life, whether it's a friend, whether it's a partner, whether it's a business partner, whatever it is. You can mishandle that. Like somebody that was sent from Jesus and he's top of your list, she's top of your list, and you ruined it because you mishandled it, you misused it because you didn't want to, you know, dig deep into yourself and start, you know, working on yourself. Mess things up, man. It's hurtful because then you let time go by and then you start thinking about it like, dang, like I really lost a real one. I really did that, and that's hurtful, you know, like, oh my gosh, like I really let somebody disrespect me. That is hurtful. Or, oh my gosh, I really just disrespected someone else. That's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about victim mentality. This is definitely something I really wanted to talk about because everybody does it. If you say I don't do it, you do it. You do it. I'm gonna tell you the definition of victim mentality and also the signs or examples or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we're almost done. So I really hope you guys love this video. Like, comment, subscribe right now, share my video. I hope it's really helping. We're definitely focusing on the negative before we, you know, travel onto the positive and how to be a good person in our lives so we can start spreading that positivity. Because, you know, this generation, child, ain't no way we the new adults and we trying to be just like how our parents and grandparents are. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how our parents and our grandparents act and how much they've kind of put a toll on our mental health and our emotional health and, you know, our self-love and confidence, and how much they've really, you know, tore us. You don't want that happening. Like, stop passing that shit down. Just cut that shit off now at this point. And I know it's kind of hurtful, which I'm gonna talk about like with the victim mentality, but I know it's hurtful to be like, dang, like I really didn't do anything. Like, I'm really just getting like all the bad sticks, you know, in my life, and I done nothing but just be born and all this stuff, and I gotta heal everything that comes from what they did to me, to myself, doing it to other people, etc., where it stems from, like back in the days. And you know, it's kind of like draining, and it's kind of like, oh my god, it's so exhausting. It is. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's not. It is. But it takes a lot of strength, and that strength brings a lot of greatness. And when you start to work on all of that, people see that and they're inspired by that, and they like, I want to do that, and they do that. Or you just show your children that, and the new generation kind of like passes that down, and they're better people, and they know how to communicate well, and they know how to handle their feelings well, because feelings are just feelings. They don't have thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about that. in the victim mentality. But you know, that kind of stuff, like you see that be passed down, you gonna see a lot of like humanity kind of, they know how to act right. Like, okay, humanity knows how to act right. But if you decide to stay in this stage, you're gonna turn into your mamas and daddies and aunties and uncles and grandmas and grandpas, and the generation after generation is just gonna be cursed. Still, you don't want that. Please take this message and actually do something about it. Don't just stay there and think that shit is fun and it's cute, because it's not. It's not only just hurting other people that you care about or don't care about. It's hurting you inside, and you know it. You know it. So stop it. Damn. Victim mentality. Personality trait in which a person tends to recognize or consider themselves a victim of the negative actions of others, and to behave as if this were the case in the face of contrary evidence of such circumstances. So, a sign of the victim mentality. Number 1, always blaming other people or situations for feeling miserable. Number 2, possessing a life is against me philosophy. Number 3, always think that people are purposely trying to hurt them. Number 4, pessimistic. I'm just gonna say negative. Negative is F. Number 5, feel powerless to change their circumstances. Number 6, enjoy trauma dumping on people. Number 7, always blaming, attacking, and accusing the people they love for how they feel. Number 8, putting themselves down. Number 9, think it's only them being targeted for mistreatment. Number 10, refuse to analyze their beliefs, improve their life. Sorry. But yeah, that's a victim mentality, and yeah, a lot of y'all got that. I've got it, you know. I'm still working towards it, and I've improved a lot. So yes, I'm gonna tell y'all how to get better at it on day 7. We talk about the positives and how to do it and stuff like that. But right now, I just want to talk about the negative and why you shouldn't do it. Having that mentality is gonna bring you down, and it's gonna make people not want to be around you. It's gonna make you not want to be around you. Like for me, when I was in this stage, I'm telling you, I was so tired of myself. I was like, oh my God. Like you wake up and you're like, why am I so upset? I'm upset. And I don't want to deal with myself because you know, you can feel it, you can tell, like it's me it's me. And I'm like, oh my God, like shut up. Like you ever tell your own self to shut up? I do. Well, I used to. I don't do that anymore. I will wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong now? Like every day is something. Every day. You just get so tired of yourself. That's how other people feel about you too. like oh my God, you know, like just me thinking about like how much I really was in this spot for so long, and how much I've affected not only myself but other people in my life. It's so embarrassing, shameful, hurtful, you know. It's like, oh my God, like I really put y'all through that. Yes, bitch, you did. Oh my God, Self, I really put you through that. Yes, bitch, you did. You know, it's like that. I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what my victim mentality has definitely, how it looks like and what it does and how it affects people. So, we're gonna go back to this boy again, right? We're going back to these boys because actually it's more than one. But okay, like I said, I self-sabotaged, right? In a sense, in a way. So ever since then, I've always had this guard where I'm like, y'all are out here to hurt me. Y'all are trying to hurt me. Nobody cares. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. Don't want to deal with this. I just don't. And then you come across somebody, right, that your friends try to put you on to, and you're like, okay, you hit it off real nice. You know, I'm super good. And then you get a call from your friend, well, how did it go? It went great, but I'm not talking to him. Why not? Girl, he's out to get me. What are you talking about? He's great. No, you just don't see it, but I see it. I see right through him. I see right through him. He's complaining. I've been here. Let me tell you what happened to me last time when I met somebody like this. You know, when I was dealing with such and such, he was so great in the beginning, and then after 2 weeks, you know what he did to me? He cheated. He's gonna do it. Girl, no, he not. Like, how you gonna victimize yourself already before the thing even happened? Now you just ruined your moment. He could have been real good. You don't know because you didn't give him the chance. Like, I'm really upset at myself for doing stuff like that. You didn't even give him a chance yet. I don't want to. I have enough damage. Too much. You do that, don't you? better start journaling. One example of what victim mentality is and how I've done it. Okay, well, this is no secret because my best friend already said this on a video before. She was like,
what's three of your best friend's toxic traits? Sometimes you think everything all about you. That's one toxic trait you do have. When something don't go your way, as far as somebody doing something to you, you think the whole world is against you, and you take it as like, you take a jab at heart. Like, it's just a jab to you. You know how people say they take shit to heart? No, you take that as a jab. Like, and another thing, that's the two I can name. That's overall, to be real.
well, damn.
Yeah.
Everybody says that. Dramatic hoe. That's not what she said, but you know, that's what I'm saying to myself, because I am dramatic. I'm not gonna lie in some ways. But that's victim mentality. You think that somebody could come to you, right, and say, hey, I don't like the fact that you did such and such to what? Me? I did that to you. And you're just like dramatic, and you find a way to victimize yourself. Well, if you ain't do it to me first, then I wouldn't done it to you. You know, you start flipping it, and you start victimizing yourself. You start to you see how that's why I'm scared to do it, because I've done it to people. So you're afraid, like, oh man, I gotta deal with myself, like my old self. I'm scared. Stop. That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, because I used to do that, you know, where somebody tell me like, I ain't like what you did to me. And you know, it's just them setting a boundary, and I was like real panicky, and I'm like, no, like, that's not my intentions, and oh my god, it wouldn't happen if you ain't do, like, it's bad. Not a good thing. Could you stop doing that? Thanks. Because now you're gonna come across somebody that used to be like you, and you start looking at that. Oh, that's a good one right there. I'm so happy I said that. You are gonna come across someone, or plenty of people, who is going to show you how you used to act. Oh, you are. Because that is God telling you, this is who you used to be, man. Be glad you stopped doing that. And if you hadn't stopped doing it, boom, you see it, you're like, I don't like that. Oh snap, I did it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Life be the way life throws things at you for you, not to you. It may feel like you're like, oh my god, life is really against me, like my back is against the wall and I'm literally being targeted. No, they're just trying to tell you what you do. They just trying to help you. Life is just trying to help. And I'm not gonna lie, there is things like, you know, there's some things that do be attacking. I'm not gonna lie, spiritually and stuff like that, but you know, that's another video for another day. When you try to do good in your life, and they come and attack, they do. But you know, there's things in life that happens for you. God do things for you, not to you. Universe, creator, whatever I say God. I think I'm done with my examples. Like, it kind of really touches everything, because it's really much about you being super negative, not wanting to change, and remaining stagnant in your old self, not believing that, you know, people are trying to help, and thinking that everybody's out to get you. Yeah. I don't got no more. I hope you guys love this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share my videos and click that notification bell to get notified every single time I post. I really do hope that my videos are helping in some ways, and you decide to change and you made that decision. Like I said, super proud of you. This is a very brave step. Not a lot of people like to do stuff like this, and sometimes people do start, you know, they put their foot in the water and they go, good. I feel more comfortable being where I'm at. Healing is definitely, I'm gonna post a video like where Lauren said something about the tunnel, because it's definitely that.
It's a tunnel, baby, and you gotta walk through. It's no shortcuts out. You can't turn back around because there's nothing back there, and all you see is pitch black ahead. You don't know how long this tunnel is, and ain't nobody else in it with you. You hear some people, but you can't see them.
Once you start in that path, it's super dark. When you start walking in there, it's like, it kind of feels lonely. Nobody's really there. You do have some cheerleaders. You have some silent cheerleaders. And if you do need help, speak up. Please. Just say something. Just be like, I messed up. I need help. Do that, you know. It's helpful, and to have somebody that you know has overcome something in the right way, not the bad way. Because like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all decide to cope y'all problems with something else other than the right things, you, my friend, you gonna make that fire a little bit bigger. I'm just saying, not judging, because I've been there, so I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Healing is a journey, and I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it's easy, because it's not. It's really not. I've started healing literally right after my first heartbreak, and it was hard, because it wasn't just, I really wasn't just healing about the heartbreak. It was more like I gotta heal myself and really deal with everything that I had to unpack and take out, and it was hard. I went back to who I used to be. Like, when I started healing, I was like, I don't like being angry. I want to get better at it. Literally freshman year coming in, I was ready to fight people's kids, and my goal was not to do that. But somebody tested me so bad to the point where I wanted to pick up. I picked up the ruler. I picked up the ruler and I threw it at them. I missed. Did I throw the ruler? That was that very moment where I realized, oh, I gotta stop. That's when I realized, oh my God, I thought I was doing good, and they gonna send you people that's gonna remind you of your old self, or even put you back to your old self. You gotta have that discipline and that self-control and that strength, and sometimes you're just not gonna have it. You're gonna be like, it hurts, but you gotta do it. I'm not gonna say everything's just gonna turn around in one day. It's not. You know, healing comes in a variety of ways. It comes with greatness, and you're feeling really happy, and you're like, yes, I did that. I didn't fight. She started. I said my part. Letting that person know, please don't try me. I am not the one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Like, other people might be like, oh, she a punk. She just walked away from a fight. But inside to you, you're like, no, I'm not a punk. I'm actually proud of myself. That's strength. I'm stronger than you think I am. Like, I'm proud that I did not lower my vibration to get down to your level. Instead, I kind of spoke up for myself, letting you know, like, setting my boundaries. Please don't try me. I'm not the one. Don't do it. I don't like the way you treat me, and I really don't want to get to that point. So I'm just gonna walk away before this escalates. But you don't gotta worry about me ever coming across your path ever again. And you walk off. That is strength. To other people, when they're on that low vibration, oh, she weak. No, she's strong. Because that takes a lot of strength, because I could have. So healing is a lot. And then when I realized, oh man, I almost fought this girl. Literally fought this girl. A skirt, my friend, a skirt. I was wearing a skirt, and I didn't care. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to deal with it. I said, forget this healing stuff. Throw it out the window. Forget self-control. I don't want to deal with it. Me and you right now on site. Let's do it. She was ready. I was ready. She thought I was scared of her because she bigger than me. Girl, I fought people way bigger than you. When I realized, oh my God, I really was want to fight this girl in a skirt, I stopped. Did some self-reflection. I said, whoa, I can't do this. Like, that was like the most eye-opening thing for me, where I was like, oh my God, I almost fought this girl in a skirt. And it was so embarrassing. And I realized healing comes up and down. Where you have your moments, you're like, I did that, and then you're like, damn, I messed up. You know, like me, like, I'm right now, like, I'm telling y'all, like, the things I'm telling y'all, I'm telling it to myself. Like, oh my gosh, like, I cannot believe I just came across somebody that just did me like that. And I let them. Even when I saw the signs right in my face, I let them. And it's so frustrating. But don't beat yourself up for it. Like I said, those defeats are also your wins. They're also your wins, because when you see it, you're like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed. I can't believe I did that. Like, I really let this person do me like this. Okay, I'm getting up. Let me tell this person how they made me feel. Hey, I ain't like what you did. Yada, yada, yada. They decide to apologize and say, okay, I'm sorry. And they change. Actually change. Not just saying, oh, I'm gonna do better, and then they do it again. That's manipulation. Don't let them, don't do that. Don't let nobody manipulate you now. You see, like, they've changed. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for respecting my boundaries. I really appreciate that, because setting boundaries, which I'm gonna talk about, setting boundaries is not out to get someone. It's you letting somebody that you care about, that you want in your life. Of course, you're just letting them know, like, you hurt me in this area. I don't appreciate that. It did not make me feel good. Could you please not ever do that again? It matters on how you talk to a person. Don't just go out, because I ain't know, when I was trying to set my boundaries, I ain't know how to talk to them. I was like, man, don't. And I was just like cussing them out, like, you really just tried it. And sometimes people are just not gonna receive a message like that, you know? So you gotta work on your tone, which I'm gonna talk about. You just let them know. You're just like, I don't like you doing this to me. And if they respect that, thank you for respecting it. I'm happy we're still friends. and we can move on. But if they don't respect that, yes, it's gonna hurt to cut them off. Yes, it's like, damn, all that memory is just going down the drain. But you just did yourself a favor. You gave yourself peace. You just gained self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like that little level just went up and stuff like that. Like I said, you're doing great. If you started now, I'm so proud of y'all. Doing great. You're gonna always keep doing great. Even when you fell down, you're still doing great. Pick up your tissue, wipe your tears off, pull up your pants, get up and start over again. It's okay to start over. I feel like a lot of people, especially perfectionists, y'all have this tendency where it's like, it's not perfect, I didn't do it right the first time. I don't want to start over though. You have to. Sometimes starting over, you're gonna like your new story. Okay, when you turn that next chapter over, I don't care how good this chapter was and it just went down the drain. I want to turn it over though. I'm scared what's gonna happen. Turn that. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Start over. I failed this one. I went back to my people pleasing days. I told myself I wouldn't do it, and now look at me pleasing somebody and not pleasing myself. I just did it again. Okay, get your tissue, wipe your tears, pull up your pants, start over. Now when you come across the next person that come and they show you something that you don't like, you ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna please this. No, you just pissing me off. I don't like that. I'm gonna tell you what you did the right way. Because it matters in your tone and how you talk to people. You know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because not everybody gonna receive what you gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I have to say. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified every single time I post. I love you guys. Join the exclusive gang. But yeah, mwah, bye.